Jolan true, Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus One. I am Admiral Tirak of the Dreadnought Galia X-Ray as we continue our campaign against the United Federation of Planets. Last time we ended because we did not want to go on the anomaly mission, but now, because it's the beginning of an episode, we have no choice. Whatever comes up must be played, and ha 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 ha! We were able to avoid that ungodly annoying mission. Yes, for those of you who don't know, if ever you see a patrol that says accept or reject, what it is there's a random anomaly somewhere on the map that kicks on at random, and when it does, one ship or several ships suddenly will find they have no engine power, and then at random they will get that engine power back, and then it will be gone, and then it will be back, and then it will be gone, and then it will be back ad nauseum, and it's absolutely incredibly frustrating to play in that mission. Because, you know, you're trying to win, have a victory, use tactics and all that, and really it's just a crapshoot. Did you happen to roll well and avoid the fact that suddenly your engines are off? Did your opponent suddenly lose all power at a random moment? You don't know. It doesn't matter. And the people who do most well in that mission are, of course, the Marak, because missiles don't take power or energy of any kind to shoot. Yeah, I hate that mission with a passion, because you'll be traveling and then suddenly stop. And now you're sitting there, and you can't do anything. So, any chance I can get to avoid that mission, I will take. And luckily, last time, we moved on to a tile, got that mission as the only option, but it just so happened to be the end of an episode, and we decided to end it there. And luckily this time, another patrol came on. So another random frigate that we are going to engage. I do not anticipate him having anything worth really caring about, unless you've got like 5 Plasma S torpedoes or something up your sleeve. Which 5, maybe not, but 2 is definitely possible. Unfortunately for him, he's only got a single missile launcher and a plasma torpedo, along with 5 Phaser X's. Now, don't get me wrong, the 5 Phaser X armament that we see on the Orion, what is it? The WR? It's whatever series of frigate this is. This is a really common hull type. It starts with 3 and 1 and 1. And then it becomes 3, 1 and 1 and a heavy. And then it becomes 3, 1, 1 heavy and 2. And for those of you not quite following at home, we're talking about equipment slots. Another thing, we haven't really talked about what we would like to see in this game should it ever get remade. And one of the things that has occurred to me is the ability to do more ship customization. I think that'd be cool. I don't know if actual Starfleet Battles supports that. I still think it'd be kind of cool if you could, update your ships with, say, oh, you can swap your missile launcher out for photon torpedoes or something. Maybe that would be getting too far away from the actual spirit of the game. Not 100% sure on that. Wow, you have quite the acceleration, and so we shall fire everything now, because you have no more Wild Weasel. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to set up this, which we should have, because, yeah, didn't matter. We didn't have a chance to do anything. So good night, sleep tight, and don't let the Romulans bite. Oh wait, we did. With burning plasma. I'm sorry, that was an absolute terrible laugh. I have to do something more evil at some point to actually earn an evil laugh. 132 prestige. The tile is not taken, so wow, they're actually holding on to this pretty decently. Another mission here, which is a convoy raid, which has kind of proven to be the bane of our existence. For some reason, us as Romulans don't seem to do convoy raiding all that well. I don't know why. You'd imagine the Klingons would be, or not Klingons, but Romulans would be perfect at this sort of thing. I mean, we are, after all, World War II style U-boats. So why aren't we amazing at convoy raiding? I don't know. But every time we've tried it, we generally lose really big chunks off our ship. Are you traveling away from us? You are. So we are in the catch-up position, which is not good. Because now we have to run at them and, catch up to them, which is going to take quite a bit of time. I think I saw a very large ship over there when we were loading in, so it's probably going to be a dreadnought. Probably going to be a heavy dreadnought, knowing our luck, because they really like to send heavy dreadnoughts after us. They're an excellent ship, and unfortunately, they think that convoy escort is the perfect place to use them. I heartily disagree. I think they should only escort their convoys with Q ships. Yes, Q ships and Coast Guard cutters only. Unfortunately, it shall not be. Let's increase our speed even more. We do need to catch up to these guys, so spare not the black hole. There's our target. It's only a heavy cruiser. This is an X-type heavy cruiser. Are you an XCF, an XCB, or an XCA? You are an XCB. So this is a heavy bombardment cruiser equipped with heavy photon torpedoes, I think 6 of them, which means it can output 16 damage per one of those photon torpedo launchers, which is 96 damage in one part of their heavy weapons. If they step them down, they'll still be dealing 48 damage if they set them to proximity mode. This is gonna suck. Also, we need to set to enveloping, because if he has any shields at all, we're gonna get killed. Hi. I don't want to fight you. I really don't want to fight you. You are not the sort I wish to do battle with. He's also going to have a fairly cruelly nasty set of rear-firing plasma torpedoes. Or not plasma. Why do I think everything is plasma torpedo? He's got an evil set of rear-firing Gatling phasers. Here comes the fire. We took a couple of hits on that one. But fortunately, he's not currently doing anything dangerous now. Or rather, he will be, but not right now. So that was the extent of his firepower. Now, one of the reasons why we ended up not using the XCB in our campaign was because it didn't really have much in the way of point defense systems. Oh god, it's up to 8. It's got 8 heavy photon torpedoes. Not good. So, of course, we will begin our cutoff maneuver and also deploy on the harassment. You, turn back in. We only have 2. Oh god. I thought we had 3. Is that going to make a gigantic difference? No. Some difference? Little bit. We do need to kill him quite badly. I mistimed this turn a bit. I wanted to be closer so that I could fire the plasma torpedoes. And he's not using any ECM at all. Everything into him right now. Start putting that. Start putting this. And this. Ooh. Okay. So these guys suffer from the exact same targeting problem. That's a rear-firing photon torpedo? So these guys... Uh-oh. Standard cloak, standard cloak, standard cloak! And that. And this way. He still hit us. He still hit us. Although he did still hit himself. Oh, please, please. Activate. Activate right now. Oh, just out of range. Oh, I was so looking forward to that. That would have been amazing. We do need to set these back to normal mode, by the way, because otherwise we're wasting way too much power to do anything. He is down to a speed of 9.6. Interesting. We took out something important. Hi. I'm going to go after buddies. No, he's increasing speed. So we did get a little bit of distance. Our plasma torpedoes are not charging, which is no bueno. And stern-type shields, reinforce those, because we're going to go after your friends. I'm going to engage your freighters. Oh, it's going to be tight. We really can't afford to play with him too much. Although I don't think he took as much damage as I want him to have taken. 4 points of energy, all up into the speed, so we can catch up to that. He is increasing speed quite handily. Incoming photon torpedo. It did hit, which is not great. Fortunately, we are putting out enough energy to stop his single photon torpedo in proximity mode. If he fires a group, that won't be the case. 2 more. Both hit. That got through our shields. We've destroyed one of the Federation freighters. Excellent job. There's its corpse floating around. We are going to extend this out a little bit further. He's now doing a speed of 31, so he's closing with us at a rate of, well, 12 per turn. Although if he keeps that maneuvering going up, it's going to take him a while to get here. And I approve, because the longer it takes you to get here, the more my plasma torpedoes will be charged and the more damage I can deal to you. I'm actually really tempted to set my plasma torpedoes back to enveloping mode, because if I can strip him of his shields, he becomes so much more vulnerable. One of the greatest strengths the X series has is it's got amazing shields. The problem is if I do that, it's going to add another turn onto the amount of time it's going to take for our plasma torpedoes to charge. Still. So we're going to spend 2 points of power to get that R-type plasma torpedo up to an enveloping torpedo. I do want that extra strength to hit all 6 shields. So that'll deal 120 divided by 6, 20 damage to all the shields. That's basically hitting them with 6 F-type plasma torpedoes. So that's definitely something we desire to do. Although, are you going to go after my pseudo-frigates? Oh, that was pretty smart of you, actually. That was frustratingly smart of you. So he realizes I'm reinforcing that rear shield. So what does he do? He pulls around so that he's no longer aimed at that rear shield. Switch to this, because I want to keep extending this out. And please get those shields transferred around, because I currently have a hole in my shields right now. R-type plasma torpedo is ready to rock. Keep going after these guys. We really got to kill a couple of these freighters, like, now. So, will that kill it? It might. If you guys keep cloaking like that, how fast are you doing? Ooh, we're pulling away now. At least I think so. No, yeah, we're pulling away a little bit. And we're now putting a fairly decent amount of power into our shields. Hi, I'm going to engage you with phasers only on a drive-by. Unless this kills you, which it could. We'll go after whichever one survives. Long-range plasma torpedo fire didn't quite take him out. He is still plinking away with his phasers. Still going at a speed of 14. My pseudo-frigates are also going 14.7, so they're in good shape to keep away. And I really would hope that that would have died. So, Prime Trader. Phaser's not quite killing him. That's not going to do it. Stern phasers, you should be able to do it? No, still not. Wow. And yeah, I am really trying to preserve my plasma torpedoes, because I'm going to need them against him. Got him. Excellent. And now you... How far are we from the border? Can I turn back and fight this guy? No. No, he's got to die now. So, more incoming missiles, which is not great. And I think I'm going to call you guys back home. So... I fired like 3 phasers and that didn't kill you? Okay, we're now getting relatively close to the edge of the map here. So they are decloaking for their fast sprint on forward, so I assume he almost has his weapons ready to go. So how much longer until he'll have his first plasma torpedo ready to go? Very shortly. Our phasers are being active. We have a defense shift of 1 because we are spending some points of power into that sort of defense. And point defense systems. Shoot it down? No, not really. Let's call him home. Phasers. He hit us with that one. And did he pick up? Yeah, he's picked up speed. Okay, time to engage. Alright, come home. Right now. He's going after our pseudo-frigates. That does not make me a happy camper. He killed it. Okay. Technically, we accomplished a mission, but you've destroyed one of my pseudo-frigates. So, you shall die now. Pseudo-torpedoes. Baited out. We did. Excellent. Oh, I didn't realize pseudo-torpedoes don't affect the turn. How fascinating. I did not know that, but apparently your pseudo-torpedoes don't affect the high-energy turn. That's very cool. Unfortunately, I am way too close to you, and this could hurt a lot. 2. Yeah, this is going to hurt an exceptional amount. Because he's going to fire his stern firing. And he's at speed. High. Enveloping torpedoes all around. Increase speed. Let's get away from 3 within him. Because he's got the ability to launch that very terrifyingly powerful Gatling phaser rear shot. Incoming fire from his missiles. Tractor defense is active. Ow! Didn't quite realize I was opening myself up to that shot. But I suppose that is very true. We'll come around to starboard. How much longer until I can get you back out? I could send you now. Go for it, little. We are going to spend a lot of prestige after this. But we are starting to get through, and that photon torpedo bounced off my shield. Excellent. Those phasers got through, unfortunately. So let's pick up some more speed. God, I can't forget about that Stinger. That Stinger is brutally powerful. How much damage did we take here? 9 points of power. We have really vulnerable warp coils for some reason. So let's patch you, and then you, and then you, so we can get the systems back online. He is going down to a speed of 10, which is great. He doesn't have any more ability to launch Wild Weasels, also great. And as long as we keep him on this shield here, we should be in relatively good shape. So whatever we need to do, we need to avoid any sort of getting into a right-hand orbit fight, because that will not end well for us. But if we can stay here at range, we can be quite safe. And we are picking up speed on him, so we will catch him. I do want to get a little bit closer before I start engaging with S-type plasma torpedoes. I think that's a safer bet. Wow, you took a pretty nasty hit. Do I call you home? Yeah, return to me. And we are set up for the S-type plasma torpedo shot. I do want to be closer. This is allowing him to charge more stuff. R-type plasma torpedo. So let's see what you do with that. You did higher energy turn, which was an interesting decision. We slowed down a little bit just to see what he was going to do with it. And that got through no problem. S-type plasma torpedo. Follow that up. We're going to start steadily beating away at him. His speed is down to 9. We have another S-type plasma torpedo ready to go. Wait for that to hit. Another good hit. Phasers. And slow the heck down, because we don't want to cross within 3. Last 2 plasma torpedoes show the... Oh, never mind. He doesn't have a Gatling phaser defense anymore. Okay. I'm really surprised we actually managed to get out of that with one of our pseudo-frigates intact. Was not expecting that. I was expecting to lose it in a horrific explosion, which would have been sad. 372 prestige. That'll pay for one of the pseudo-frigates we lost. Hi, we're back home temporarily. Supply, the ship is worth about 27. We're starting to look for King Condors at this point, so we may be within spitting distance. There's the K-10. So the K-10 battleship is basically a B-10 battleship. The King Condor battleship is not more of what we're looking for. The K-10 does have better power. Oh, that's a K-10F. Or K-10X. Yeah, this is kind of what we want. This right here would be the King Condor battleship in all of its glory. Equipped with 2 plasma Rs, 3 phaser plasma Ss, 2 Fs, 4 Ds, 6 phaser 3s, and 16 phaser Xs. With a cloaking cost of 44, which is actually not super great, because that's actually a higher cloaking cost than a smaller version, which is like 30. It's greater than 50%, which is normally what I look for. So, yeah, nothing quite here that we're willing to buy yet, although if that K-10 is any indication, we're going to need about 5,000 more prestige. So, supply yard, 155 plus 29, 184, and then 3 of these. Oh, that cost right there. We cannot afford to be losing those things if we want to, you know, get into a King Condor. Map. But we have managed to sterilize the south, and now we can head back north to go try and take out the rest of that, although I'm a little surprised that this ended up cropping up here. I think they've managed to cut our little salient off now from the rest of our friendly territory, which is a little bit interesting. Alert to increase speed. We are escorted today by the RAS Super Buyer and the Gallia X-Ray. It's us from a different timeline who is flying a fairly ugly ship. Yeah, it's the Klingon K7. Well, the D7 for the Klingons, but we renamed it. We call them K7s. And it is a K7X, so there is that much. But it's only got 2 S-type plasma torpedoes. It's only got 3 phaser X's and 4 phaser 3s, which only shoot backwards. The Super Buyer is not particularly well armed, and it's another XCB. Except this time, we're going to kill you without too much delay. Because this time we can spend all the time in the world to fight him. We can use our light pseudo frigates to annihilate everything. We can be fully charged with all of the pseudo fire all of the enveloping torpedo fire in the world. Speaking of which, forward shields are being reinforced. We will not need a Wild Weasel because he doesn't do anything with that. And yeah, so that'll be 8 photon torpedoes. We do need to pay attention to his ECM. I'm going to anticipate this and then this. We're doing a speed of 14. We should be able to power that. Yes, we can with 11 points to spare. So increase the speed of time as we get in. So I don't want him to be able to, to be able to handle us. He is starting to increase his ECM to try and deal with that. Is he going up to 3? We shall follow. And plasma torpedoes almost ready, although we are at a distance of, 41. And I do want to generate an ECM buff in our favor because his photon torpedoes will be significantly less accurate if we have a defense shift. Oh, he fired it as we got the defense shift. Unfortunately, he still managed to hit a couple of times, But we are now in a position to engage. Select 2. Fire the pseudo-torpedoes. En masse. Although I do believe you'll fire... Oh god, it's the Ivanova. It's not the Ivanova, which would be horrifying, but still, similar naming. So, we are in an interesting and very dangerous position. Let's set you guys, you're going to harass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deployed all there. On target, curling back in. Slow down a bit, get that forward shield buffed even more. We're going to hit him with everything we got, and then we're going to cloak. So all weapons select. Plasma torpedoes first. And fire. Phasers. No, phasers will be defensive. And we'll bounce those. Under cloak. Wow, he still managed to hit us with all those plasma photon torpedoes under cloak. We'll come in here. That's because we're not charging anything on the ECM anymore. So we managed to hit him with a nice big shot from all of our follow-ups from our pseudo-frigates. We managed to weaken his shields so that everybody else can get in there and cause as much damage as they can. We'll decloak. I'm not concerned about return fire anymore. First of all, our stern shields are in great shape. Second of all, he's below 50% health already, and he's only doing a speed of 4.5 now. With that in mind, guys, come home. I don't want to risk you. Yeah, that's literally the reason, actually. I just don't want to risk them. They're expensive, they're powerful, they're important to us, and if we can keep them on board without ever having to use them, I would be perfectly happy with that. But this time, the Federation bombardment cruiser not having quite so easy a challenge against us. And these missiles may do it. I wouldn't be incredibly surprised if they did. Oh, they didn't, so I'm a little bit surprised they didn't. But he basically has no systems remaining. And, you know, pseudo-frigates from friends. There he goes. Annihilated by a Phaser 3. How sad. Much better fight this time. Didn't lose anything because our pseudo-frigates were there to play, and because we didn't take as much damage as we could have. Alrighty, that's going to end the episode there. We've managed to basically secure the bottom half of this part of the map, and now we can continue to concentrate on thrusting north into the Federation. We've basically secured about a third of the Federation here, which is not bad. And we will be saving up probably 12,000-ish prestige in order to get that King Condor. I am looking forward to that. That shall be our goal. But that will also end today's episode. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification about any time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.